Prisoner buses bottoming out on the exit ramp. That's just one of several issues that Team 10 exposed about the new Central Courthouse back in January.
And now investigator Allison Ash has obtained the 100-page document. She's been reading it all day that shows the security issues that taxpayers will now have to cover before the courthouse ever opens its doors.
Right, and this fat security document was signed by the sheriff of San Diego County. It asks the California Department of Finance to send him an extra $3 million a year so he can hire 33 deputies to keep the new Central Courthouse safe. This was the first sign of trouble when the driveway from the new Central Courthouse wasn't big enough to accommodate prisoner buses. It wasn't designed for buses because the original courthouse plans called for an underground tunnel that deputies could use to walk prisoners from the jail to their court appearances. Now they have to be bused one whole city block.
The design itself is not a good design for security. I knew that when I first saw it. I think most people knew it.
Superior Court Judge Runston Mano is a vocal critic of the courthouse, all 22 floors of it.
In the old courthouse, it's very easy for a deputy to run down a hallway and to aid somebody. In the new courthouse, if you have an emergency, the elevators stop. And that means the deputies are going to have to take stairs up and down.
That concern is addressed by the sheriff in this hefty request for funding. The document says the new courthouse presents strategic operational challenges, which could severely impact court security. To make up for those challenges, the sheriff is beefing up the number of deputies.
You have to hire 33 more deputies. It's insane.
And expensive.
That's exactly what I was worried about when they didn't have a tunnel. And that's $3 million every year until they build the tunnel.
The tunnel appears to be a long way off. In the meantime, the sheriff will have floating deputies to roam the hallways and extra deputies to man additional holding cells needed because of that missing tunnel. And something else, the public screening area in the new courthouse lobby was designed without sheriff's department input, creating a higher potential of escape because the felony arraignment courts are so close to the entrance and exit.
My biggest criticism is they mean well, but they're just not competent to handle it.
Judge Mano, who's assigned a courtroom on the 13th floor, calls the new Central Courthouse a cornucopia of mistakes. Now, I was actually there for the Central Courthouse groundbreaking a few years back. At the time, it was promised no taxpayer money would be spent to build it. Well, that's the truth. But because of so many design issues and the lack of that tunnel, taxpayers will pay for the higher operational costs. That move-in is set to begin in June, but don't expect any criminal cases to be heard there until late July or August. Allison Ash, Team 10.